how to get your first client with 0 followers. This is something that people, when they first start selling their services or get into business, they think that they need to be famous to sell their service. It's actually not about that. It's about understanding that finding the right people for the service that you provide is way more important than showing status of your business to that uh, niche or to that client. So I got my first client when I had about 200 followers on Instagram, and I'm going to show you how to actually optimize Instagram to get these clients without even running ads. The first thing you need to do is outreach. No one is going to know about your business if you're not telling them about it. It's as simple as that. If you want to sell your service, first of all, you need to figure out who needs it. For example, let's say you have a AI receptionist service that takes calls from customers to a specific business, for example, plumbers. You have a, let's say, a AI receptionist service that takes calls from customers 24/7, and then it sends out basically notifications or messages to the business owner that, for example, this person booked at this time. Let's say that's your business business model, selling AI receptionists. Now, you need to find the right type of businesses that need that service. What kind of businesses need AI receptionists? Literally all the businesses need a receptionist. And if they want to get to the next level, they can start optimizing AI receptionists for answering after hour calls or weekend calls, right? But you do not want to be reaching out to all types of businesses. You want to find a specific niche, one, so you can do tests. Let's say you test with plumbers first. It doesn't work out. You test with construction contractors. Let's say that does a little bit well. You start testing with roofers, and roofers actually in your area works really good. So you can double down. You can double down on reaching out to only roofers. And this is where people completely mess this up, because if plumbers work for me in my area, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will work in your area, right? So you need to do these tests and you need to spend time figuring out what niche you want to actually double down on. And then once you do that, let's say roofers are your niche and you tested it, you get a really good conversion rate. After that, you really double down on sending messages. So what I used to do was send at least 100 messages, outreaching via Instagram, email, Facebook, X, and SMS. There are some regulations on SMS that you need to read on, but those were the main tools that I was using to outreach and put my business in front of these um, potential clients, um, and actually show them that this is a tool that can actually help you, right? So the most important thing, you need to put your business in front of these people, because if you don't, they don't know. They don't know about your business. They don't know who you are, um, and it's not necessary that you have to be famous for these people to consider you. The second thing, once you get people interested, let's say you send out messages for 30 days. Um, that's about 2,000 messages. Um, from there on, there will be a percentage of people that will show interest. Let's say only 10% of those people show interest, right? Or they reply to you, get back to you, ask some sort of a question about your service. They show some kind of interest. Remember, they're not gonna right away right away tell you, yes, I want to buy your service. If they get back to you, even if they just respond with a I don't know, that's a level of interest, right? You want to follow up with them and give them some information about your service. And as soon as you see that they might like this tool might be something that can help their business, you need to give them a free demo. Um, what I did for my business was once the potential client started replying back to my DMs, I would I would right away um, give them the option to do a free demo. And using Calendly, I would book them in my calendar and give them a free demo, a unique, a specific demo for their business. So, for example, if they were roofers, I would quickly go to my AI receptionist bot and um, change it to a roofer a receptionist. And it's pretty simple once you have your receptionist set up. Changing it is really simple. So I would do that, and then before my call, I would ask the receptionist a few questions about this specific type of business. And then once I got onto the call, I would show the receptionist to these businesses, and they would be fucking blown away by by what this receptionist can already do. Like I would give the business's name to the receptionist. I would give their office hours, their location, like everything. And then once once I got onto the call, I would um, basically talk with the receptionist and ask um, a few questions like a customer would, and the person on the call would be blown away by how the receptionist works. And I would say 25% of them, of the people that got onto the call, would book um, the second call with me to purchase this and start utilizing this tool for their business. So free demos, that's like literally the best way to move forward. And the last thing I need to point out here is that like these steps that I explained in this video, I would say 90% of the people already know um, how to how to do these things, right? But the problem is that they don't. Like for example, they send 50 DMs, they send 100 DMs, and then they give up. And they expect 100 they expect to get a client from 100 outreaches. That's not how this works. Remember, if you're running ads, you're putting your business literally in front of thousands, if not tens of thousands of people. But since we're not running ads, we're not in the level to run ads right now because it's the beginning of our business. We're reaching out to these businesses. So you want to reach out as many businesses as you can. So think of it as, let's say if someone was running ads, they reach 10,000 people. You want to do the same thing via cold outreach, right? So if you're sending out 100 DMs a week, that's not going to change anything. That I guarantee you that will not get you clients. You need to be sending out at least 100 um, DMs a day um, to start to at least start seeing some kind of result. And this is where people like show how lazy they are because they gave up so quickly. They literally give up so quickly after sending 50 to 100 messages and getting zero replies. They're like, I don't know if this is working out. Of course, it's not working out because you only send 100 DMs. um, you do not understand the level of competition that is out there right now. You do not understand the levels that people would go to make money. If you want to make money, you need to put in the the amount of work that these other people are putting in, right? Um, if not more, to start seeing results. And then from there, once you prove to yourself that you can actually get clients via cold outreach, and then after a while, you'll get to a point where the amount of time that you spend cold outreaching is really not worth it um, for the money that's coming in via that type of marketing. That's when you pivot to running ads. Running ads initially can burn a lot of money, but I think if you don't have this foundation and if you don't know like these steps to get your first client, I think you'll have a hard time um, booking clients and closing them, even if you run ads, even if you get a lot of leads. Because if you don't know these simple steps, these initial simple steps, and those first interactions that you do with clients that literally show no interest, and then you give them a demo and get them a little bit interested, and then you get them to buy your service. I think those are really important things that you should do before running ads, because this way at least you're not um, burning money actively. You're the only thing that you're really kind of burning is your time. But when you're running ads, you're burning a lot of money, you're burning time. And if you haven't done this kind of outreach, you will lose those leads that might be interested, because uh, you don't have a way to capture those leads, right? You don't have a solid way of demoing your product and closing them, because your sales skills suck and you haven't had any practice. So this is how I would go about it. So I have my exact outreach DM for Instagram, Facebook, X, and then I also have my email marketing script that I can share with you, and you can change it to the specific business that you're outreaching. So it's really similar, but you need to change a few things, which the script shows you how to do. If you want my exact script, click in the link either in my bio or the video description. There's a Google form sheet. Click on it, put your email. As soon as I get your email, I have a Zapier system there where it will automatically send you the script. Yeah, hopefully this video helps. If you have any questions, put it in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one.